What's going on, Bakucrew? It's BakuBrad96 here with another Bakugan Evolutions unboxing. I know last week I took a break and reviewed a lot of Bakugan Legends, but now that that's over and all of that has been reviewed, it's time to go back and take a look at the Neo Nillious. For all of you members on the channel Discord server, you all know that I've been waiting on this Bakugan for a long time. I did end up finding it probably about a week ago on a Baku hunt. Yeah, so I have been just staring at this thing, waiting as I reviewed everything else, and now it's finally time to take a look at this awesome Bakugan. But before I get into it, I have to wait just a little bit longer because I have got to remind everyone that this month I am giving away a Prisma Dragonoid. That's right. I'm giving away a Prisma Dragonoid. Probably the hugest, potentially best giveaway ever on the channel. So I definitely want all of my Bakucrew members, all of my subscribers to have a chance at winning this. So if you're not subscribed, definitely do so. Thumbs up this video. I will have a link to the giveaway in the description down below. Make sure to check it out and enter for your chance to win, because I am definitely grateful I have the opportunity to give away this awesome Bakugan. And even more so, I am definitely grateful to have the support of all of my subscribers, which as of recording, we are sitting at 868 Bakucrew members strong. It's unbelievable. Thank you all, everyone. I couldn't do this without the support, and honestly, I am just really grateful. Definitely pumped, though. The channel is growing, content's coming in, and as of recording, I am ordering some more Bakugan cards, so as promised, I will have new deck profiles all next week with some older product mixed in. I'm talking Bakugan Battle Planet and a little Armored Alliance. So plenty of things to come. Make sure your notifications are turned on because I don't want anyone to miss what's coming up. But now with the news update out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and crack open this Nillious. I am definitely excited for it. Unfortunately, this one didn't get a diamond or elemental variant. I mean, just looking at the figure, wouldn't that be epic for it to be the elemental or even diamond? But not complaining, still awesome. Not as awesome as the channel mascot, which everyone give it up for Lightning Voltex, the elemental Finnica of the channel. I will probably update a deck profile for Finnica at some point. Again, not sure when though, but I do want to get new deck profiles rolling very soon. It's been a minute for it on the channel, and I'm sure everyone is ready. And plastic strips aside, well, that one, there we go. Yeet that away. Here is the Platinum Neo Nillious. Again, the die-cast metal is that light magenta, the pinkish hue. Very nice, kind of like the regular Platinum Nillious, so that's really interesting. Kind of homage there to the previous form. A lot going on with this Bakugan, and I'm definitely going to talk about it more. But I want to review everything else first, including the checklist. Is it new? Nope. Geez, almost the end of the year. Not a new checklist whatsoever. Bummer. But it's not the worst possible thing that could happen. Here is the gate card included. It is an older one. I have probably 10 of these by now. But it is really cool. It does have some interesting artwork. And gate cards are needed for the toy battling game, which honestly, I don't play it that much, but maybe you do, and that's perfectly fine because any Bakugan game is Bakugan, and supporting it, playing it, that's what I am about. Now then, for the stats, here we go. Platinum Neo Nillious has a Helix and Green Fist core, B power of 500 with 1 damage, and it has the same effect or ability, however you want to say, that the Platinum Prisma Dragonoid does, and that is when it has a Helix and a Green Fist core attached, it gets an extra plus 1000 B power. That is a very interesting ability to give Nillious. It's not, like, impossible to pull off. I don't think I have any Darkus Nanogon that can do it, but off the top of my head, Aqua Sludgeum, which everyone knows by now, would easily have this effect activate, because when you pick up a Helix, you can use Sludgeum to get another core, and then you just get the Fist, and then you get the buff. So, easy enough to hit. Theoretically, you're using the 100 green, and then you get 3 damage. And then with only 1 damage, you don't want to lose it. So maybe the Helix that's plus 3 and then plus 3. So then you would end up with 19. Yeah, 19 and 7 damage, which isn't bad at all. That's actually really strong now that I think about it. It does take some setup, so, it's not as cut and dry as, say, Ventus Platinum Blitzfox or Chaos Gilator, the second one. But it is still a very strong Bakugan for Darkus nonetheless. And what an interesting concept for the artwork. Spinmaster sure went a little differently than with the Nova Bakugan. A lot more armor, a lot more green. Very interesting. And back to 3 heads. So I still don't get that with Legends, why Nova Nillious only has the 2. Hopefully that will be explained in the story or show at some point. But still, really cool artwork. Not a bad Bakugan at all. 1907 potential. That's really good stat line. I would not sleep on that. The Baku core included with this set, a plus 500 B power, minus 1 damage Helix, which is a really good Helix, but not necessarily with Nillious when it's minus 1 damage, and it only has 1 to start with. That's kind of shooting yourself in the foot, so to speak. But the Green Fist included, or the regular Fist included, plus 150 B power and plus 2 damage. Not bad, but personally I've seen that the fists that give the attribute bonus, or the damage bonus to the factions, usually tend to work out more, and are better for most strategies, at least for my builds, my decks. Now then, on to a closer look at this figure, if my camera will zoom at all. There we go. As you can all see, Neo Nillious has quite a lot of detail, even in the paint work. We have the etchings painted on the metal, die-cast metal even. We have the light blue color on the wings, again with the magenta. The interior of the tail is even painted, which usually the interior pieces of Bakugan aren't. So that's really interesting. And then we have the claws in the hands right here, which do move separately from the wings. I like that about the design. That's really interesting. And then as well as the hind legs here have the claws painted, and the front legs, which, by the way, just the fact that you have every piece of Neo Nillious, I mean, you can see the entire creature, I suppose you could say. You have the tail, you have all 4 feet, which I think this is possibly a first that you have, like, separate back feet for Nillious, so you have all 4. And then the 2 hands, of course, and the arms, with all 3 heads. And just the way that they're folded out, very nice. The bottom jaw of all 3 heads is painted silver, so that makes them stand out very nicely. Even all of the eyes are painted. Just a lot of detail went into this figure all around. Very nice. And the B power, of course, right there on the tail, 500. So now, getting into closing this has to be interesting. For all of you watching, I do not know how to close. I opened this for the very first time. So I'm going to fumble with it and hopefully get it right the first time. If not, you can all laugh. And commence laughing now, because that's wrong. Alright, we're gonna try again. I will get this. Don't give up on me. Okay, give up on me a little bit, but come back after a while. Because I'm entertaining. Aha, got it. So if you were following along, that is how you close Neo Nillious. I couldn't tell you for the life of me. That definitely an intricate figure, but that's what makes it very interesting, you know, very cool. Probably one of my favorite designs so far, just because, you know, you start off with a little sphere, they cut it down and design it to fold out, so detailed. It is very nice. And speak of the devil, there is the arrow for rolling direction, right there on the back of the tail. The sphere form itself is actually very nice. Now the feet are a little loose, you know, you do have some wiggle there, but they're not protruding out. Same with the heads. They don't lock in tightly, but they lock enough not to be an issue, at least at first glance. I will do a few roll tests right now just to see how it does. So time for the camera to go down and kind of zoom in just a bit. And I will use as many Bakucrew as possible because, again, not a strong roller. And apparently I can't set a field either. Okay, fine. And then throw a card over there because I might miss. Now then. Nope, very strong magnet. That was actually really nice. Most of the time with Platinum Bakugan, at least when I'm trying to roll them, they have a tendency to miss that first core or two, just because of the weight. But hit the first one. That's very nice. Oh, I thought it might double core, but unfortunately not. Did pick up a helix, though. Oh, nope. So, confirmed potential double core. That is very nice for a Platinum Bakugan. Give it a little up. Well, not too much, but still counts. So, Neo Nillious can indeed double core, which is really nice. Looking at that competitively. But again, just a really cool figure all around. Spinmaster did an excellent job, and just sitting in the package like that does not do this justice. When you really take it out of the package, I mean, even rolling it, you can tell a lot of time went into the design of this Bakugan. Really awesome. And just the way that the heads, now that I'm noticing, are like crossed like that, really nice. And the way the metal, die-cast metal of the body wraps around, it's really, really interesting. Great design. Probably one of my favorite Nillious so far. Scratch that. This is my favorite Nillious. Genesis Nillious, you're out of here. This one's taking your place. You know, in fact, just gonna. There. Neo Nillious is now the new Genesis Nillious. But that does it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed the review. Until next time, stay safe, drum up, and Bakugan brawl.